Hey, I wanted to show you a few things I picked up that I thought you'd enjoy. And then I'll tell you an update on what's going on with my studio and why I haven't been posting for a while. I went to Hobby Lobby and I needed a heavier duty plier because I don't have, all mine are very delicate. See, like this. And sometimes you need a little bit heavier one. And the price of tools has really come down. So I treated myself to that. I found this at a yard sale or estate sale. I can't remember where it was, but it was like 50 cents. This little kitty. I did pick up a few beads at Hobby Lobby that were on half price. And I always look for the ones that have the older prices on them. Like this one says $2.99 when the new price I think is $5.50. And so I wanted some bugle beads, and they had these two for $2.99. And then I needed kind of a brass copper color, and these were $2.99. And then these bigger ones, which are now I think $5.50, were $3.99. And this is a color I use a lot. It's like a frosted clear luster, not a frosted, a clear luster, which is a clear bead with a lustery. And I picked up two of those for the $3.99, 50% off on all of these, by the way. So it's $1.50 for these, $2 for these. And then I looked to see what other ones they had for that price, and they had a tube of black, which I use a lot of. Then we were at, and then I picked up some yellow. I don't have much yellow, and there's a project I want to do. So they had these on half price, so I picked up, this double string was $8.50, so it was $4.25. And this one was $6, so I got it for $3. Yellow sometimes can be a little bit pricey. Now, I got this yellow too. This one was a cheaper one. Nope, they've all gone up a lot. Hobby Lobby's beads, these used to be about a $5 bead. So they've gone up a lot. So we were at a thrift store. Oh, and I got one last thing. I thought this would be fun to do some cowboy stuff, and this one was $2. They're little wooden cowboy boots. Okay, now let's get to the fun stuff. I had bought these pieces for $1 each to take apart until I got online and found out they were actually worth money. These are an amethyst color with a gorgeous pendant in a purple. I think you can kind of see the purple. It's beveled, it's beautiful, perfect condition, really nice, beautiful clasp. Everything's perfect on it. Just beautiful detail, and I could sell this for about $20, $25. I believe this says sterling on the inside right here. On the inside of the clasp, right in there, it says sterling. So I was quite shocked when I got it home. Same with this one. Again, one I thought I could take apart, and it turns out it's worth about $15 or $20. So I will be listing both of these. And then these I watched for a couple weeks. They were at the store. I wanted these for the beads, and they wanted $5 for them. And so I thought, well, that's fine. Give them, you know, if they can get $5, that's great. I don't want to pay that much. So I waited a few weeks, and then I went back and said, hey, would you take anything less on those 3 strings that instead of $5 each, would you take less? And she said, you know what? Let me get the manager. And she came out and said, those things have been hanging on the wall for a very long time with no interest. So how about $3 each? So I said yes. And look at, I don't know, I can't even show you. Let me double them up to show you. This is a lot. I'm going to have to fold it in 4. Look at all these beads for $3. After you saw the price of what those cost, these are all glass. And I got a red one that's absolutely gorgeous. And then this white one that's absolutely stunning. And then the other thing I got at the sale I was at, it was at a thrift store, I believe. The same one that I bought the beaded necklaces at here. Not the one I bought these two at. Was this. I thought it was a wall hook. I'm clueless. Got it home, and it turns out you put a teacup here and the saucer here. I paid $2 for this, and it's worth about $18 to $20. So that will also be listed in my eBay store. Let me turn the camera around and I'll talk to you for a minute. Hold on. So I haven't been on my channel for a little bit, and I don't normally go, gosh, it's right on my face. I don't usually go this long without talking to you guys, but it's just been hectic. We are actually switching my 2 rooms. I have my I had my studio right behind me. There's a door jamb from the kitchen and a door jamb past it, and that was my studio. Well, I wasn't supposed to get that room. I was supposed to get a different room when we moved in here. But the way the move went, we were switching homes with our daughter. We own both homes, and we needed a simpler house, and they needed more land and more outbuildings, so we did a trade. And that was great, but it was hard getting everything out because we were moving 2 homes at the same time. So I got thrown in this little room here, and it was just too tough. Very dark, a beautiful shade of blue, which is great for a bedroom, but for a studio, it was like a midnight blue, too dark, and the room is really narrow. So if I'm sitting at my desk and I have the shelves behind me, or my table with the shelves behind me, there's no room to move. And so I've been dealing with this for about 10 months, and I finally told my husband, I can't take it. I want the room that's behind the kitchen, which would be behind this wall over here, behind the fridge. There's a pantry next to the fridge, and behind that pantry and that fridge is a bedroom. Normal sized bedroom, you know, square, with just the corner missing for the pantry, because that was supposed to be a bathroom, but the previous owner never built the bathroom. They made it into a pantry. So we're in the middle of switching. We're in the middle of switching the 2 rooms. Oh boy, is that fun. So far my work table's in there, and one of my metal shelves with the beads is in there, and another big metal shelf is in there, but we got to put in my shelf that I have not had since we moved. I have a big shelf that my husband had put lots of shelves about this far apart. He actually put pieces of wood and balanced metal shelves that were a little less deep than the actual shelving unit, but plenty big enough to slide 3 cookie sheets in a row. And if you don't know me well, you don't know that I use cookie sheets to create on. I use them for my projects. So I've had these cookie sheets just piled everywhere. I haven't had my shelf. There was no way it was going in this room. So now we have a place for it in the new room. My husband's going to get the unit together. He's got to get all the parts together. He's got to go buy some new bolts for it. And he says it needs a little bit of strengthening because it got a little dented up in the move. He's going to put it together, and then it'll get installed. And once that's installed, and we move the other metal bead shelf and then put my desk in there, because I really wanted my desk back in my studio, and there was no way in that room. I barely had room for the 2 beading shelves, my shelves on the wall, which are already hung in there with the beads and sequins on them, and my rolly carts. There was no way my desk could go in there. No, not even without the work table. So we've been moving the 2 rooms, and like right now my dining room has got a bunch of empty boxes. You can see over here by the fridge, I've got a bunch of empty boxes, and they're piled around me, as well as we use those boxes to transport the stuff that was in that room, because that's been kind of our storage room with David's studio stuff, my resale stuff, the overflow, and just general stuff. So once the desk comes out of our bedroom, the boxes of some of the stuff like family photos, I'm kind of seeing a glare, family photos, some books that I want that I don't have a place for right now can all go in the corner of our bedroom, because my desk takes up a whole wall. Between the long desk and the table that my tower and printer are on, and then a bookshelf, it takes up a whole wall. Once those come out, the bookshelf's going in this room over here, the computer and the table for the printer and tower will go into the pink room. We call it the pink room and the blue room. And again, I'm inheriting a color I'm not fond of. Our granddaughter loved pink, which I love pink too. My old my old resale room was a pale pink. She picked like a flamingo pink. It's not quite Pepto. It's a little dark for Pepto. It's not fuchsia. It's more of a flamingo pink, and I'm not fond, but by the time all the furniture's in there, everything's hung up, and I get a new TV up in there, and some art, you will hardly see the pink. So I didn't feel it was worth the time, effort, and money to repaint the room. I can live with it. It's a studio. So, and a little color's not bad for that. But yeah, that's why I've been gone for a month. We've been trying to figure out how to do this. And honestly, with this room so tight, I couldn't create. And I don't like always coming out here on this table. Right now I'm doing some jewelry for my granddaughter's prom, which I'm not going to record that. I like to keep certain things to private. But I'm working on her jewelry on the table right now. It's behind the camera. And trying to keep that out of the mess. But I've got other crafting things in here, and oh my gosh, it's a mess. Our living room's fine, the kitchen's fine, just my normal kitchen mess that I gotta get in there and clean up because I didn't do any stuff. We ran the dishwasher, but I gotta put that away and reload it today. So that's what I've been up to. That's why you haven't seen me in about a month, and I do apologize for that. I don't like not putting out videos for you guys. It's just been hectic. In case you watched the video where I talked about no resolution yet with the Social Security thing, you know, for my peace of mind and David's peace of mind, we just decided, after talking to the guy that did our taxes, he said it's going to take a long time. He says, I've seen this before. It takes a very, very long time. So we just decided we're going to end up paying the whole thing. There's no rescue for us. I did contact NBC to see if our local affiliate channel, The Advocate, can help us. She did write me back, said she was going to try, but it's been almost a month. I haven't heard back from her. I will reach out to her in another week or so. The congressman's office couldn't help us either. So we just decided, for our peace of mind, it's just all going to get paid, and eventually, someday we'll get that money back because we literally do not owe it. We've got pay stubs to prove it. We've got a letter from work to prove it, and our W-2s prove it. It's just the Social Security is overwhelmed because this is a new rule they're doing to everybody that applies, and they don't have enough people to process new payments. They don't have enough people to do this job. So we might not get our money back till a year or two. I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take. But we do have a lot of help from our son and his wife, and they're getting us through this. And we are doing just fine. Our mortgage company is working with us, and so we're good. And I've been working hard on eBay. Last month I did really good, but this month, of course, I had to shut down everything because I can't get to anything. So my goal next month is to really hit it hard, and once everything's set up in the new room, I'll give you a tour, and that's when I'm going to start really working on making a lot of kits, like jewelry kits, ornament kits, different kits, maybe even selling cookie cutters with the felt and the sequins and the beads. I'm not sure yet. I want to sell a lot of kits because I think people enjoy them. The kits I have done in the past have done well. I've got a bunch of those satin foam ornaments. I would love to sell kits for people to make ornaments with those, but I just had no room to do it, and now I will. So I'm very excited. This is going to be probably a few weeks process, but I'll still try to do a few things for you guys. Nothing's listed right now. My stores are on vacation. I will be listing these pieces of jewelry, the 2 pieces of jewelry I showed you, when I open my store back up, as well as a lot of other jewelry. And then I will be, when I reopen the store and start doing the kits, I figured I would do a kit. I would show you guys the kit, get your feedback on the kit, list the kit, and I'm hoping you guys can give me a lot of feedback on what you think. Would this be a good kit? Do you think it would be of interest to people? Because if the feedback is, no, nobody's going to like it, I mean, I might still list it, but I may change what I do next. You guys have always been really honest with me and helpful, and I just am in... Sorry, my text message just went off. But I just want to get back to creating, and I also want to purge, because moving my stuff showed me in... I need to get rid of about half of what I own. Fabric, ribbon, sequins, seed beads, the bulk, the extra. Not my core collection, but the extra stuff I have. I will always keep most of my seed beads, but I don't mind buying some of this kind of stuff to use in kits. When I can get a good deal on it, these are good items, and I've got lots of the bulk beads like this that I can include in some kits. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but that's partly what I want to do. Is I want to have fun creating kits, and it could be ephemera kits, it could be crazy quilt square kits. It could be a little bit of everything, but that's what I can't wait to do. Plus my normal eBay listings of jewelry, watches, you know, little things like this and books and just, you know, I want to get back into that. But right now I'm on hold. So the next few days I'm going to be working on the house, getting things cleaned up, doing some cooking. Because once we get the rest of the furniture in there, that's what I'm going to be doing 24/7. So I want to have food cooked up, the house nice and clean, although it's not bad, but getting it, you know, super organized so that when I get in there to work, I can take 4, 5, 6 days and just dive in and get all this stuff put away. It's going to be interesting. But as soon as I get all the furniture in there, even before stuff's put away, when all the furniture's in, I'll show you what it looks like and then give you updates as I go. But that's what I've been up to. So I went to another estate sale the other day and bought a bunch of things that I think we spent $45. Got a couple things for ourselves, but mostly stuff to resell. Nothing that you guys have told me, only show jewelry pretty much. But just a few little things that I can make my money back plus double. I think I figured on the 45 we kept a couple items for ourselves and I can make about 130 on the rest of it. So that pays for the order. It gives us the couple things we wanted for ourselves, which one was a vintage watering, the thing you put on your hose to water plants. It was a vintage one that David picked up. And then we got some wire candy canes. They're like flat wire candy canes a couple feet high that you wrap the lights around to make a candy cane to put out for Christmas. So that's what we're going to do with those. I got 4 of them for like $2 or $3. So that's what we bought for ourselves, and the rest was all stuff I bought to sell. I'm hoping to be back to listing. I took vacation on my eBay store until I think, let's see, it should be on my store, until April 20th. Yeah, till April 20th is when I will start. I'm hoping. Now, I might have to extend that, but I'm hoping that it'll even be less. But seeing all these, because I've had to put everything in boxes to move it, oh my goodness. It's going to be a lot of stuff to put away. But, you know, it's one of those jobs once you start, you can dive into it and get it done. But I'm getting close to 20 minutes, and I don't like making videos that long. And frankly, no one watches them. They watch my shorts. So I'll probably do a short talking about this video. But that's where I'm at, and that's what's been going on. And I'm hoping to get back to regular videos really soon. I want to make a lot more jewelry, and I want to make more ornaments. I just could not creatively work in that room. I couldn't do it. So that's where I've been, and why I've been gone is I got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. And that's when I finally told David about a week ago, I can't do this anymore. So we started working slowly, and you know, David's got his limitations with his back, his legs, and he's got very bad arthritis in his thumb. So we can only work so many hours a day, and then he just has to stop. So it's taking us longer than it would normally. But, you know, we are in our mid-60s now, and it just takes time to get things done. So once everything's in there, I can work hard and get that room put together pretty quickly. And I'll take you along for that ride. I think you might enjoy that, and then we can talk about some of the things I'm going to do at that point. But I'll be back soon, and I am going to do a little short explaining what's going on, maybe showing the jewelry in the short too. But I wanted to do a longer video for those that do want to watch it, and I will be back soon. Bye.